Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's Day Job. It is looking like it's going to be a beautiful day. You know, I love the valley because in the morning it is so cool. It is about 60 degrees out. It'll probably go up into the mid 80s or so during the day, but it's a crispness in the air. And you see the sun is up. It's about 7 a.m. and I have my final inspection to do, and we should be good to go. I just got to go underneath here and put the heat tape on the pipe, and I need to mount the fire extinguisher. I'm going to grab me a couple more of these pavers. This is basically our step that we need to get onto the deck, at least temporarily. Eventually I may pour a slab because I want this to actually carry on around the side here, but I'm gonna have to level up the land. But right now we just want to be able to get the occupancy so we can get another step further. And I have to say, remembering the pictures of looking at this deck from before, when it was when we were tearing off the kitchen last summer, and I look at this now with the railings up here, the Trex decking, the door's been reversed. The door used to be where the window is, but it made it better for the kitchen. It just feels amazing here this morning. So we have the inspection. It'll be this afternoon. I'm going to go do the heat tape and get that out of the way. I think I'm going to probably take the sand that's right here, put that in buckets and move it over there so that way it's kind of out of the way, so it doesn't, so we can start kind of cleaning up the area here. We worked on yesterday getting, this is wood that we're going to be taking back home to salvage for the cabinets and things like that. But we ended up getting, now that the inspections are out of the way, storing a lot of the wood up underneath the house and in the crawl space so that we will have it for future use. And it would be nice if we can clean off this. This is where I've been mixing all my lime plaster and stuff. As I get cleaned up, I'll probably end up taking all that stuff over there so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. And of course, we've got the vines. That it's a constant battle of fighting. We don't want that stuff to go up the side of the house like it used to, because that'll ruin the brick. But last night, I don't think I put this in my video when I finished last night, we did some more work in here. And I have to say I am getting much, much better with the plastering. So you can see I finished off over here, which it just bugged me because my wife has done such a great job of painting the stairs that I wanted to get the plaster up over there. So I went through there and started smoothing out some more of it. I got about this far with it on the stuff, and it was late last night and I was just exhausted. So we stopped there. But I did even out some places, and actually that's dried out good. I evened out some spots that were kind of low, so right here and right in here, so that way when we go over with the finished plaster, it'll be easier, it won't take as much. And I would actually love to get this plastered here before we leave today, so that way we can look around and say, oh, this is what a room's gonna look like. And I had to fill in, that's still a little wet. Need to put a little bit more in there. And next time when I come back down, we'll start getting the plastering done in this room. And you can see what it looks like before and after. Before, let's turn the lights on. I love these fans. Before and after, and this is before we put the lime wash. The other thing I really feel great about is seeing the stairwells and the railings and having this handrail to grab a hold of. We got finishing touches of like the caps I've got to make to go in here, but all in all, you can kind of see how nice it is becoming. And now I can actually start building the base cabinets over here to go in the upper part when I go back home. So I think, oh boy, I think what we're gonna do, it has been, I will say, Oh boy, a lot, and I mean a lot of work over the well, last several months. We really started hitting this place hard after the football season, and we started out spending, I don't know, say working till about 5 or 6 because we didn't have power in here and stuff. Um, to where I started working till like 10 o'clock at night. And so you start putting in 12 to 15 hour days. It gets to be long, but it's been very, very rewarding. And now it's beginning to look like a house. And today is really big because we've gone through all of the inspections. So if you're new here, I appreciate you being here. Understand that this house was scheduled for demolition in 2016, and it's been a hell of a ride because we ended up starting a petition to save it, in which case I finally ended up getting it. But then I spent about 5 years working on being able to get building permits because it was zoned highway commercial, and there was no way that it was going to work highway commercial with just this one lot. So we started last year with the kitchen, tearing that section off and rebuilding it because it was just too far gone to save. And it's new electric, all new plumbing. It didn't have HVAC in here. It just had a floor heater and lots of fireplaces. We have discovered all kinds of stuff in here. We have laughed. We have cried. We've had a heck of a time. And today is one of those big days that one inspection that's left. One. And I think about the framing inspection, the HVAC, the electrical rough-in, waiting for the power company to come out and hook up the power in, the plumbing rough-ins, the electrical rough-ins. So many inspections. The thing I will say is, this house is not perfect. In fact, it's imperfectly perfect. The walls have some undulation into them, and that's not for me. That's with the plaster. And I've worked to try and even those out to some degree. Some of the door openings are a little bit out of skew from where the house originally settled. The windows are the original windows, and I'll weather strip them so that way they'll be more efficient, but they're still old windows, but I don't want to lose that. Some of the floors have some rises in them, but all that is what has happened in this place over time, and it's all part of the history. So I'm going to get under the house, get this heat tape on, do a little bit more cleaning and run to the dump before the inspector gets here, and then I'll be doing some more plastering. I got to make sure I get the measurements for the cabinet doors so I can start making those while I'm gone. So even when I'm not here, work still keeps progressing. Appreciate you guys going with me on the ride on this place. It has been a lot. It's been a lot, but I appreciate you.